Hi, hey, hello. You probably have no idea who I am, but that's totally fine. I guess this video can sorta double as an introduction to myself. Hi, I'm Toad. I've played this cube game for almost a decade now. Well, kinda. For the first few years, I was super active playing most of the day every day, but I haven't played Geometry Dash seriously since about 2018. That's half a decade ago. So I figured it could be fun to go through my 9-year-old Geometry Dash account and just see what hidden treasures and terrible levels I made when I was quite literally 13. I'm 20 now, by the way. Yeah, kind of a high-pitched voice. Man, I didn't choose it. Someone probably hit the random button on my character creation screen in real life. Anyways, today we're going to be diving into my 9-year-old Geometry Dash account. So let's just get right into it. First and foremost, I guess, let's just look at my profile, you know? So, these are my mostly up-to-date stats, I would say. I tried to go back and find any of the old devices I used to play GD on and save back up the data and transfer it onto my computer, so hopefully this is as high up-to-date stats as I actually have. You can see that, it's not the highest. You know, definitely star count is rather low considering I have 2,000 hours on Steam in this game. But you know what? It is what it is. I mainly focused on grinding demons. That was kind of my thing, trying to beat the hardest levels. And I'll get into what my hardest levels are and my biggest achievements a little bit later on. But you can see that I was more or less just the average player. Anyways, I guess this is kind of my profile. You know, I've been playing for a little while, and I guess let's look at my icons, as I don't actually use the icon hack. I know a lot of people like using the icon hack, and I'm open to Mega Hack. It seems to not be showing up on my screen here, but I don't actually like using icon hack. I want to eventually unlock all of these icons legit, you know, and it's just kind of fun. Figures that's just kind of how I prefer to play. But yeah, these are the icons I really use here. You kind of saw them in my main profile here. We got the I think this is the 180 user coin ship. I'm not positive. This ball, I probably changed that one to be honest. This is my favorite UFO. My prized treasure of my account basically is this, the Bat UFO from way back in the day, you know. But yeah, more or less pretty standard icons, you know, nothing too fancy there. I do love that diamond death effect, but you can see my icons right here. I go with the blue and white color. It's the same colors as my Minecraft channel that I upload and play Minecraft on. The main levels, obviously, I have all of the main levels complete. There isn't really a reason to scroll through all of them, but I will anyways, just in case you care. And I guess noteworthy stats, I have 3,700 attempts on Deadlocked. Obviously, I've played more Deadlocked than I have since I just beat it one time, but you know what? Those are my total attempts. I guess something more realistic to look at would be like Toad 2. I don't play that very often. Yeah, Toad 2 took me a while. Fun fact, or I guess a little more personality trait than anything, I take a long time to beat levels. Like some of my extreme demons you'll see took me way longer than like anyone else ever has, so what are my biggest accomplishments in this game? I have them sorted by insane demons first and then extreme demons. So this one, actually, funny enough, I beat with a secret way. I think a long time ago, this level was something completely different, and it had a secret way in it, and that's when I beat it. But so I guess that one doesn't really count, but it kind of does. I guess for insane demons, you know, buff this Necropolis. I hated, man. This level was something. Ice Carbon Diablo X, I beat this back when it was an extreme demon. I don't know when it turned into an insane demon, but that's definitely not the right attempt count. That seems a little bit low. I don't remember the exact number. I think it was like around 50,000. If I remember, I'll throw it up on screen. I'll check back in my really old video when I first actually ended up beating that level. But TG2, this was pretty fun. Poltergeist was alright. Duelo Maestro, I beat with a friend, actually. That one was pretty fun. Probably one of my most memorable, like, memories in GD was beating this level, because it's two-player, you know, you have to have someone literally go over to your house and, well, play it with you. Windy Landscape, this was my first insane demon, and it took me about 27,000 attempts to beat. 8,000 practice, 19,000 in the main level. Yeah, this level took me a while. You know, why don't I do one attempt on some of these, see if I can get anywhere or not. Yeah, that jump. I remember that slope jump always being rather tough. We'll do one more attempt, because why not? There we go. Okay, I passed the slope jump. I am playing on 360 Hz, so actually I believe 22% in this level is going to be impossible. Although that's assuming we actually end up getting there. By the way, if you want to know, I'm actually playing on keyboard. I am playing on the Wooting 60HE keyboard, so if my mouse clicks don't sound like mouse clicks, it's because I am now a keyboard player. I used to be a mouse player. I used to main the G502. There we go. There's the bug I was talking about. The G502 mouse, like most people did, but nowadays I prefer to use arrow key. Or in this case, the Wooting doesn't have an arrow key, so I use the control key on the right side. I just kind of rebound it. So yeah, there's that. Ado, pretty decent. Supersonic was my second insane demon. I loved that level. And now we're on to my extreme demons. I have 5 extreme demon completions. Well, I had 6, but ICDX is no longer extreme, so first up was Allegiance. I liked this level. It was rather difficult, but it wasn't my hardest at the time. I don't think I'll be able to remember how to do this level. I'll also have to see if I have to like pitch any of these songs up or down so it doesn't get like claimed or anything. But I'll see how far I can get on this. I don't really remember the level. Yeah, I don't remember it too much at all, but that's okay. Next up is Accu. This level and I have quite the history. This is my most recent Extreme Demon completion, and people generally joke or also are completely serious about this level for being known as the easy Extreme Demon, the Extreme Demon everyone does as their first demon. And to me, well, I didn't play when this came out, so when I got back to the game and I just tried to say, hey, I want to try and beat a demon real quick, it didn't end up being quickly. It took 76,000 attempts in the main level, and I believe about 25 to 26,000 attempts of practicing. This level and I go way back. It's really something, man. I don't know. I'm not a person. My skill set is not timing at all. In fact, I am quite awful at timing jumps, to be fully honest with you. It's definitely my weak spot. I'd say I'm best at ship and wave. That's kind of my skill set. When it comes to any type of timing, or I guess level in general, past about 2.0 or late 2.0, maybe early 2.1, I just, man, I haven't been there. I haven't played as much. But I kind of want to get back into the game. My passion for it is a little bit returning, but you can probably see that I'm really not getting very far in this because, well, it's been a long time, not just since I've played the game kind of actively, but since I've specifically tried to play Accu, but I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit at least. We'll see if I can get like halfway through this first part of the drop here. Yeah, that jump I always end up clicking early, but yeah. So there's Accu, and then the third demon is the ultimate phase. This was, I believe, my third Extreme Demon at the time, and this one was actually kind of cool because not many people had actually beaten this level, just because it was kind of known as one of the harder levels to do, but I ended up doing it a little bit after I beat my hardest demon, which we'll get to here in a little bit. But you can see that I kind of still remember this level. I forgot you have to hold that orb a lot longer, but this level didn't take me too long. I mainly practiced this thing. I don't think this attempt count is right either. I think I probably lost a lot of my data and stuff. It probably took me way longer than 2100. I don't have my attempts, unfortunately. I'll try to find it. If I find them, I'll throw them up on screen, but if I were to estimate, it was probably around 20 to 25,000. That's generally what stuff ended up taking me. Next up is Cataclysm. I've beaten both Old and New Cataclysm. Technically, Old Cataclysm would be my first Extreme Demon completion back when it was rated as the Old Cataclysm, but now it's updated, and, well, I ended up actually beating the updated version in 15 minutes, with my worst death being, like, 40%. That was probably my, like, proudest accomplishment in this game, was how quick I beat New Cata, although I already had beaten Old Cata, so it's not really that impressive, but after practicing the changed parts in New Cata, I ended up beating it within 15 minutes, which I thought was pretty cool. So there's that, but Old Cata took me a long time because it was my first Extreme Demon, and I think I ended up beating that on 144 hertz, I believe? I think. And of course, my best demon, or my hardest demon is Bloodbath. This monstrosity did not take me 12,393 attempts. I wish it did. It took closer to, I think it was like 130k. It was basically a jump from Cataclysm. Beating Bloodbath after Cataclysm kind of actually made sense, and most people did that. But this level is my hardest in the game. I have played it way, way too much. At one point I was able to do one of the parts blindfolded, which was kind of funny just because I played it so much. I don't remember which part it was, but that was kind of funny. I was just able to play it because I practiced it so much. And my worst death was 90 and 91%. I got both of those deaths on the same day. And that was actually the day I ended up beating the level too, I just kind of never gave up when those happened. I'm like, all right, I got 90%, I got 91%. This has to be the day I beat it. And eventually, yeah, I did beat it. Let me see if I can try and get like a decent run or something here to, show I'm at least like, I remember how to do this level, if that makes any sense. Okay, I'll call that one there. That was probably as far as I can. I could probably get to Michigan if I really sat down here for like half an hour, but I don't really want to do that right now. You can tell that I'm pretty rusty at this game, so there's that. Now let's get into the final part of this video, the treasures of my account and my old levels. Here I have 5 of my old levels, varying from 2.1 all the way back to update 1.7. That's before Hexagon Force was in the game. The last level on this list is over 9 years old, which is just incredible to think about and to say out loud, but it is. Anyways, we're gonna start off at the top here with Dash Challenge. This is a level that was actually made at the very, very beginning of 2.1, one of the first 2.1 levels on the server, actually, being basically a dumb challenge using the new blocks I made on my phone. Within an hour of the game being updated on my phone, I kind of just threw together this abomination of a level. It's pretty terrible, honestly, probably one of the worst things I have built, but I mean, I just thought the new blocks looked cool. I don't know why I made them green. Honestly, I probably just thought the laser background was cool and was like, oh, let's make them green like all of the new dash orbs and stuff, but there's the challenge. I probably can't beat it just because it's a little bit too annoying for the spider at the end, but going on to number 4 here is Gravity. Now, this is a very interesting level. This is one of my 3 levels that I actually finished. And if it isn't obvious right now, you probably have no idea why this is unique, I guess, or quite the opposite of unique. This is a level that more or less followed a formula on how to build a featured level. A joke video made by, I believe, Etzer, way back in the day. Basically, there was an ongoing joke that every single featured level started out with a ship, or would start out with a cube section, then went to a ship section that had a UFO after it, and the ship and UFO more or less just copy and pasted all of the blocks together and swapped the gravity, and that was like the formula for making a level. So I thought it would be a funny idea to try and put together this, basically copying that video one for one and seeing what I could make with it. And I ended up with this level, which is, you know, it's not a good level, but it's probably one of the better things I've made. Going on to number 3 is actually my one and only collab that I finished with a friend of mine. This video is from, I believe, 2.1, and unfortunately it's impossible now because of that slope physics changing on my refresh rate, so I'm gonna have to no-clip this level. But this was a collab between me and my friend called Oinkers436. He is a much better builder than me, and this first section was made by him. You can see that it makes a lot more sense. And then we get to my mess, which is basically glow spam, transparent spikes, and laser stuff. That's the person I was. It's just, you know, I've never been good at building. I don't know if I ever will be. Maybe I will one day, but for now, well, you can clearly see the vastly different styles my friend and I had with building, but it was good fun to finish this level nonetheless. I don't think I'm gonna make it back up here in time to get to the duel. No, I will not. So, that's all I'll show for that level. Anyways, going on to number 2, this is basically the best thing I have built. It's a remake of Sonic Wave. I called it Sonic Wave Remastered. And I'm gonna have to no-clip this one again because it's too hard, and actually, fun thing, I did not verify this normally. Absolutely not. If I did, this would be literally top 1 demon, because I'm pretty sure it's impossible. I used a special trick, actually, from 2.0. Some of you may remember this if you go way back and think. There used to be a bug where if you go into practice mode and go to a blue orb, you could spam the restart button and it would actually restart you in normal mode with your gravity swapped. And I used that trick to pretty much fly into the sky and hit a invisible wave portal, and that's how I verified this, because I just wanted it to be playable for people. So, it's now actually verified in a way that is no longer able for it to be beaten, but it was technically not verified with cheats. So, I keep this on the server because it was technically not verified with cheats, but it's also my main, like, only real finished level. I skipped a portal, which is unfortunate, but it doesn't break it, so I'll keep playing. I used to be absolutely obsessed with 9 circles style levels, and trying to make, like, the hardest ones possible. Eventually, I do want to beat Sonic Wave. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that, but I probably shouldn't ever say I won't be able to, because who knows, maybe one day I'll be able to, but you can clearly see as soon as I finish with the 9 circles style, I become terrible at building again. And here's the end. It's basically a unsynced, because the song gets messed up, version of Ultra Paracosm style, so it's called like the Ultra 9 Circles effect, and it's nothing special, but that is the level right there, so there's that. Now, let's go on to basically the magnum opus of my account, my first ever level made. Cube Combat is a original level I made way back in, I believe it was version 1.7. Comments go back as far as 8 years ago, but I believe the level is just over 9 years ago. Like, I'm talking 9 years and 2 days, probably, as of recording this. The basically oldest reference I could find of this was, I believe, the year 2014, August 9th. So I think that is when I started making this level. I made it back on my Windows phone, actually, and let's just play it. You can tell that, well, the most recent level in the game was Electrodynamics. Eventually, Hexagon Force did come out shortly later, so you'll start seeing some Hexagon Force type blocks and stuff at some point in the level, but I did kind of update this level every time the game got an update or something, which was, 3 times, so there's that. But yeah, this is the first thing I ever built, and, well, is probably gonna stay this way forever. I do like this level. It's just kind of a fun memory of the game, a very simpler time. You can see that Hexagon Force blocks are now being used, and, well, that trend of invisible blocks. I think eventually some 2.0 stuff starts appearing in this level too. I don't actually remember, but hopefully I don't fall into space. I know there's a really early jump I have to do at some point, and don't skip the portal, yay! Or that's not a portal, the slow button. I'm gonna fall down here because I don't remember how to do that part, and I don't want to, like, fly into space. So yeah, this is the last bit of the level. The music is not synced, unfortunately, but what can you ask? I mean, it's your first level you build. What are you gonna do? So that is my first ever level I built in Geometry Dash. 98% no clip accuracy. So yeah, that is the oldest thing I have to show, and basically the trophy of my account showing how old it is. So yeah, that just about covers it for the history of my 9-year-old Geometry Dash account. With update 2.2 just around the corner, I'm considering coming back to making content on Geometry Dash, as for the first time in a while, I feel that spark, that itch to play the game again and just have some fun. So if it's alright with you, leave a like down if you enjoyed, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see me make more stuff. If this video is received well, I'll make some more stuff. Happy 10th year anniversary to the GD community, and to RobTop for keeping this game alive. Comment down below when you first started playing and your earliest memories. I'd love to see what you all have to share. But yeah, that's it for me. I hope we can meet again. Take care.